Is it?
You are live. We are live.
We are live.
Please do not swear.
Live on MySpace.
Oh, wow.
MySpace. 0 people watching. My end.
It's working. It's working.
It's working. It's good. We're all
It's
here.
been a long time, lads, isn't it?
Yeah. Who are you?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Who are you? Live.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Go on then.
My name is Dan. I go by Dan Runs here on YouTube, and you're watching me live on my YouTube account. Thanks for subscribing or clicking this. Please give it a like, share with your friends, so that all of the Dan Runs community can come and join in with what will certainly be the most hilarious of the Runners Roundups to date.
No doubt.
Over to you, Chris.
That was just some intro, wasn't it? Well, you know, it just says it all just there, really, doesn't it? That's me, YouTuber, oldie, London Marathon runner.
Not yet.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, I haven't actually made it yet, have I? So we haven't got to the start line. So first ever marathon for me. Dan's already done a marathon. So Ben, have you done a marathon before? An actual race?
No, not an actual race. Only virtual stuff. You know, I like virtual because you can make it up yourself, can't you? You know.
Yeah. So first for you then.
Yeah, same. First ever marathon. Yeah.
But you've both completed marathon distance.
Oh yeah.
In our Oddballs Ultra.
Yeah, we don't mention that when I'm kind of plugging the videos, my first ever marathon, but we forget to say that I've actually run a 50k ultra.
Yeah.
But it's still my first marathon because does that count?
Well, this will be your PB on Strava, won't it? Marathon distance, which is nice.
Guaranteed. Well, I hope so. It's not guaranteed, is it?
Yeah.
It should be, mate. It should be. You haven't got any heels this time round, but you have got wind. So
I'm not running in heels. They kill your Achilles. So life-wise, so we haven't been on since you two have had babies.
Have I?
Not with each other.
Yes, we have. We have both brought little people into the world, which is quite something. And I've moved house as well.
It's a good achievement.
Streaming from a different room.
So how are you finding the lack of sleep?
Well, it has definitely affected my ability to run as much as I was doing before, just because it's not through want of trying. I just feel absolutely knackered. It's much better now than it was in the first few weeks. So I'm just over 4 weeks into my little person journey, and things are starting to definitely improve.
Yeah.
So that's why my running has just started to pick up again. A few people in the house. Running boxes here.
What? Oi, oi.
Even ladies.
Hello, mate.
And of course, Chris.
Yes, the fast Chris.
So yeah, we both have little babies now. So things are different. Things are different for both of us. But Ben has managed to just make sure he finishes that little block of training ahead of
squeezing
the big
it in.
day.
Yeah, just getting that last little bits in.
What was it, 4 or 5 week taper?
4.
4 week taper. Well, I suppose most people are tapering.
Well, in fairness, I think it ended up being 3 because I made the last video of the training series, and then I had a week, which I didn't think I had, because he was due on the Tuesday after I finished the last run on the Sunday. I thought, right, this is it. This is the end of the block. I'll leave it here, and I'll just do what I can. And it ended up going to that Friday, so I did get another week in. So it was planned to be 4 weeks, but I ended up having 3 weeks. So yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, well, my training didn't go to plan. Was it 16 weeks out? Got a hamstring injury, out for 5 weeks. Then my daughter was ill, was having seizures and becoming paralysed, which was kind of perfect timing that I was injured. That was kind of 24/7 care. She's improved now. Just having.
You're usually on 24/7 care, aren't you?
Yeah, but that doesn't extend to immediate family. So.
Oh, okay.
So she's improved. So 10 weeks of training behind me, 5 weeks of 40 miles plus, which is not ideal when you're running a marathon, but at least I'm going to make it to the start line as long as I wake up on Sunday morning at 5:15 and get the train at 6:15.
Just go into a coma on Saturday night.
No,
Sleep through.
We know we're not going to sleep on the Saturday night. I don't know about you. I don't sleep.
I've got a baby, mate. I ain't going to be sleeping regardless. You know what I mean?
Oh, you must have some kind of like brownie points to sleep on the sofa or in a spare room or something.
We've moved things around. Katie's going to her mum's for the night, and I'm with my parents for the night without them because they live near Guildford train station. And so I'm going to go from there. So I will have a nice night's sleep.
And then as soon as
Fingers crossed.
as soon as you come back after the run, it's going to be, there we go.
Yeah, it'll be right. Yeah, you've just done 6 miles. I'm having a day off. See you later. Yeah,
I've done my time. You've only been running around London.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I can't knock her for that. I should do my bit.
So I'm actually looking forward to it from a sightseeing point of view. You know, I live half hour away from London on a train, and I think I've been to London probably 10, 15 times in my life.
Shocking.
I know.
But you can't really be a sightseeing tourist if you only go, say, the weekends, can you? I mean, the ideal time is to go that midweek and really take it all in. But if you only got the weekends to go, it's manic there. And also, in the last year or so, you would never have been going to London, would you? Just be mad with the old COVID and stuff.
Well, I was watching Kafuzi last night, and he was doing a London quiz. So I know some facts about these different places now. So I could go past the Cutty Sark and tell them, you know, the boat was used to deliver tea at some point. You know, these amazing facts. Which
I'll make sure you tell someone.
That's what Kafuzi said. He said that when I run past it, I've got to tap the person next to me and say, I bet you can't guess what they delivered. And I can imagine the response I would get with the GoPro. Can you imagine that?
Tetley.
So are you going to do some facts on your filming of the run?
To be honest, I think when you're running a marathon and you're running at your goal pace, I think most of the vlogging we've done over the first few miles, because I don't know if I'll be able to talk after that.
Yeah, you will. Or do you know what you could do? Just lip sync and then overdub it afterwards.
Or it's really windy.
Yeah.
It's really windy to use the audio. But yeah, so my plan is I'm going to use 2 cameras. So I'm going to have one attached to the back of my cap. So I'm going to have the go-to on the back of my cap. That gets 20 seconds. Swip the cap round, video the first, I don't know, minute or so on the start line. Because I think it's difficult to film when you're on the start line because people are going to be all over the place, aren't they? And if I'm in the charity start, which I don't know if I am, I might have to weave past some bears and some rhinos and stuff. Because honestly, I'm running for charity, so I'm not sure if the Red Start is charity because I know some other people that are running, and I don't think they're running for charity. So I'm not sure. I think it's a mixture of all, but I might be wrong.
OAP start maybe.
It could be. It could be.
Mark's got a question there. The weather forecast. We had a brief chat before we came on air about the fact 15 mph miles per hour. Wind, what does that convert to in kilometres? Because that sounds a lot more impressive.
I haven't got a clue.
Come on, Michael Fish, give us the forecast.
Well, temperatures ranging from 11 to 16.
Singlet.
80% chance of rain.
18.
80.
80. Oh, okay. That's all right.
That's quite high.
Deal with that. There's still 20% there.
So I'm lucky that my mum is coming up, so I can give them my kit just outside the start area. I'm going to take a bin bag just to put over me, cut the arms
Just
out.
a bin bag? Give them all your kit and just have a bin bag.
Yeah, because I'm going to be that natural runner guy. I just got to figure out where to put the vest. No, not the vest, the number.
Yeah.
Those pins.
And that 15 mile an hour breeze would be quite, it will be whipping through, won't it? Through the crotch area.
Especially with my Zimmer. I could always just put it on the Zimmer. So,
Are you going to wear the slippers?
No. I've got to wear the next percents. I'm afraid. No, the tempo next percents because the other ones I didn't get on with, which is disappointing. I was looking forward to the next percent.
Because that was the last live stream. You just got them, hadn't you? And we were bigging them up. Like you're excited to wear them, and you had them, and then that put you out for 5 weeks.
Yeah, I've dreamt about them. I thought to myself, I'm going to get these. They're going to be my London shoe. They were down to about 165, the version 1. Got them a couple of 5K runs, speed session. They were like, these are the shoe. Then run a half marathon in St Albans, got to 4 miles, and I felt my hamstring tightening up. And I thought, okay, it's probably a bit of dehydration because it was really hot that day. It was like 27 degrees.
It was hot, wasn't it?
And then the next day, my knee hurt, my hamstring hurt, my back hurt. And you know what most of us runners are like? You're like, okay, it'll fix itself. So you don't want to pay to see a chiropractor, do you? You kind of like hold that off and off and off. And I didn't use it for my leg for about 2 weeks. I was walking around.
You're hopping around.
Yeah, I was just hopping. I was in my wheelchair. And I was looking off the mirror, and then I went for a run. And then I went, oh, my hamstring still hurts. And I completely forgot about it because I never felt it. And then I'd left it another week, went for another mile, got to about half a mile, and it would tighten up. So it turned out I had a tight right glute that was causing my back problems and my. Do
you want to show us the glute? Or?
Yeah. And see how tight it really is.
At my age, my ass just disappeared. I think I lost it at about 40. It just disappeared. My jeans just hang off. If I stand up, my jeans will fall to the ground.
Well, it's not after Watershed, so if you wouldn't mind staying put where you are.
Keep that to yourself.
What a nice little transition that is, because you two, not only you run London Marathon, you're also raising some bills, raising some cash, dollar, yen, euro for Alzheimer's Charity Society and the Breast Cancer Now.
Yeah.
And the links are actually below this video in the description box to both Just Giving pages.
Are they? That's very kind of you, Dan.
I did that. And raising some money for some really good causes. So because of that, so like Chris was saying, there are some sort of charity waves, or that's separate to just the general waves you've been assigned.
I'm not 100% sure because when you get a charity place, you have to raise obviously X amount of money. So I had to raise £2,000, then pay the 50 quid fee to London or whatever. And then it's almost like once you've raised the money, I got an email from London Marathon saying you need to register for your place. So I don't know if I'm registered as just a normal general mass runner, and that's where I've been put in with the mass runners. I don't understand how it works because obviously the charities have the assigned place. But then once I raised the money, I was somehow sent an email from London Marathon saying you need to register.
Well, must be confirming that you've done hit the target and you got your spot.
Yes. So I chose to run for Breast Cancer Now because I applied for a place. I didn't get in, but Ben did.
Yeah, I got in with the elites.
I was like, really?
Maybe next year, If you keep trying, mate, keep training, you might get there one day.
I couldn't believe it at the time. You had a guy that literally was in bits. I think you're injured. I think
my shin was shattered. Yeah,
your shin was shattered. And you got a place. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, I was just gutted. I was thinking, now I've dreamt about this for 37 years. I've applied once and I didn't get in. And so I was always going to run for a breast cancer charity because my mum's a breast cancer survivor, and so I found Breast Cancer Now. Obviously, told them I was a YouTuber and I'm some sort of big deal, and they jumped to the chance. So I got to run for them. They kindly sent me the vest with my name.
And the bus. You pointed to the bus. They sent you the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the tour bus.
They're in the bus, and they kindly sent me the my name to iron on. I've raised £2,033 so far.
Question. You've ironed on that name. Are you happy with the placement of that name? Given the white box space you've got?
Yeah, slightly.
The reason I've done it higher is because the number needs to be quite high. So if it's lower, the number would have to be down here, and that's around the crutch area, which would cause it a lot of noise down there.
A lot of banging.
A lot of hitting.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Okay, right.
So, and
that's why you're keeping your tripod, is that right?
I'm keeping that in my flip belt just to give me an extra, so I look more impressive.
Right.
Yeah. So my London Marathon is going to be dedicated to my mum, breast cancer survivors, and the people who sadly didn't make it. So that's who I'm dedicating my run for, which I will do it when I will speak about that when I'm vlogging, because I'm vlogging the whole way around. Well, not the whole way, just little snippets here and there,
Yeah.
Yes, Benjamin.
I've got another question for you.
Shut up, Notley. Shut up.
7 half marathons. What's going on with that then?
Right.
Come on.
I was planning to do 7 half marathons in 7 days, which if I was to do it now, I think it would be achievable because I have run 4 half marathons in a week since. But at the time, I'd had my COVID jab and it broke me. It ruined me. It literally destroyed my running. So I would take the sensible decision not to do it. So
there's still time though before London.
Yeah.
You could do it on the Saturday, couldn't you, as a little warm up?
Yeah, I could start now and then just do London.
You could run up there.
So would London count as 2 of the half marathons? So would everyone have to do one the next day?
Yeah.
Or should I just do it over 6 days?
As a recovery run, just a half marathon at
Or if you
easy
do
pace.
5 on Saturday and then just do the full marathon on Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll let you off.
Yeah, I was disappointed I couldn't do the 7 half marathons in 7 days because
disappointed.
No, disappointed as I was going to raise money for a charity, so I want to do something that's hard. So I'm not saying a marathon isn't running hard, but as a runner, I could run a marathon at the time when I started it. That's when I'd done the 50k. I'd only run 18 miles, kindly run it with you guys, and that was a massive step up. The first lap and a half, joking around, sprinting up hills, doing flybys, joking around, and then 24 miles, I think, felt like someone had hit me with a cricket bat.
The wheels came off, didn't they?
Yeah, and then about 25 miles, someone knocked my confidence by saying, "I'm moving upwards."
That's going to happen on Sunday, mate. I'm telling you. If I see that pink and orange shirt in front of me with that running guy cap on, I am going to be picking the pace up and catching you.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm worried about. Because,
in fairness, it'd be good though because we could finish together, couldn't we? I could carry you over the last little bit.
Yeah, you could, and then you could run past me and go, "Oh, moving upwards!"
Right on the down the mall.
Yeah.
Gone.
But you know what you could do? You could knock him over, pick him up, slowly cross the line, hopefully snap on social.
I like where you're going.
Yeah.
Well, that could be it. We could just take turns at carrying each other.
Yeah. Some film crews bound to pick it up.
Or you could crawl and I could ride on your back like a horse. I
don't know about that.
You imagine that?
Next year, if we enter next year, we could do it as a pantomime pony. Pantomime horse, one at the front and one at the back.
Oh, there's no way I can get into the back. You imagine that? That'd be horrendous.
The sweat in there.
Yeah. Are you sure you've tried these gels before?
I'm just fueling on baked beans this whole race.
Are you using gels then? Both of you? Chris gonna go with his sweets again? Packed into his pants.
So, for people who don't know, when we did the ultra, these guys were obviously very prepared. I turned up. I did buy myself an ultra belt, ultra vest, which is a fantastic idea, and I still use it to this day. Brilliant.
Solid purchase, mate.
I had the bladder. I missed the cheap. Got it for about 20 quid. But I'm quite impressed with it, to be honest.
Loads of people rate that,
I know. It's
40 absolutely loves it. He's got the exact same one, and he goes on about it all the time.
But the thing is, I turned up with cola bottles with sugar on, and a Lucozade and some gels, and they were perfect.
They weren't perfect, though, were they?
Yeah, were they?
I had a little bit of tummy ache halfway through, but that's fine. So I was speaking to another ultra runner. He does 100 milers and stuff like that. And I was out on the 20 miler running with him, and I said to him, on the 20-mile run, my breathing's absolutely fine, but my legs are just feeling a bit heavy and stuff like that. And he said, it's your fueling that's the problem. So every 5 miles, so 5 at the start, take a gel. 5 miles later, take another gel. Every 5 miles, I'm going to take a gel. And maybe at mile 20, if I need it, take 2.
Right.
So that's the plan. I'm just going to fuel myself up as much as possible. And I'm also going to take what do we call
That's
it?
a good strategy.
Hydration tablet the night before.
What about salt tabs?
I'm actually taking. I'm going to look like some sort of drug dealer. I'm taking the white powder with me. I'm going to be tearing it and just pouring it straight into my mouth when I have the water.
Nice.
Because you imagine, right, running along, you're trying to get a time. You got the powder. You've poured it. You're opening the bottle. Trying to pour it in. That's not going to work, is it?
Yeah, you're going to be running along with powder over your face in the wind. Who's this guy?
straight out of the packet, rub it into your gums.
What, it's not speed.
Oh, look at this.
Someone sent a
shout out
super
to
sticker.
Ben Notley, 99p. Ben, I think you'll find that YouTube take 80% of that. You would better to give me the pound. But that's okay. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, but it's got a little poo emoji, look.
Where?
I can't actually see that.
No,
It's to the right. It's to the right. It says my name in blue and 99 pence. All people listening on podcast, I just donated 99 pence to the stream that I'm part of.
Should we hear the podcast?
Why would you do that?
Because Dan put in the chat, he's just here for the super chat, so I thought I'd give him one.
Well, John said,
and a super chat.
Oh, because we actually need to congratulate Dan for getting over 1,000, because you weren't over 1,000 subscribers last time that we done our runners roundup. You were coming to it very close.
Yeah, no, I wasn't over 1,000 actually, and thanks to your support and
high 800s, wasn't it? Somewhere thereabouts.
I think
890 or something.
Yeah, had I just done my 50 miler, had I done that? And
I
released the video.
Yeah, it was that time. And then that 50 miler, your channel.
Well, yeah, that video is nearly 8,000 views, which is pretty incredible.
I know, and there's us. You do a 50 miler. We're doing half, just over half. That's it.
You are.
And I'll be happy if I get half those views.
Just cry a bit. That helps.
But Dan, and he's roped in Ben to do it as well. He's running a marathon himself, aren't you? Virtually. New York.
The thing is, I sat at home. I thought to myself, I need to get back out there, and I say got permission, but when you've got a family, you have to have that discussion about can you go out and run? Is it possible? And Ben said about this New York marathon, and there's a window to do it in, so we're going to be doing it on the sort of the last days of that.
I think the actual day is the 7th, isn't it? Is that when they're actually running it?
I'm
in
not
real
entirely
life?
Sure. Not entirely sure, but we're going to have a little go at doing it. And I think because it will just be fun, be nice to sort of get together, have a bit of a chat. It's not going to be a pressured thing. It's certainly not some high flying super speed marathon.
It's not what I signed up for.
Is it not?
No.
I'm going to just drop you in the last 5K.
So, I have a question. You're running to and from your houses.
It's a loop, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so
it was going to be that, but we've made it a loop just to.
Okay, so do you both start at the same point, or you're going to end up at different points? Because one of you is going to end up away from your house, aren't you?
We'll start together at the same point, and we'll just circle it around. So if we started both at say Ben's house, we'll both end at Ben's house.
And then Dan can make it up to a 50k. Just do another half lap.
Yeah, so we just thought it was quite a novel idea. It does mean we can check in. So that's the other thing as well about the marathon. If we get to one of our houses and we're needed, then we're needed, and we're going to have to just carry it on 20 minutes later. It's not going to be the end of the world.
What with the baby? You'll just be in the stroller, just like running along with the baby.
Well, you're not allowed to. This is what I found out. It's supposed to be 6 months, and otherwise you're not supposed to shake them to pieces. So, yeah, that won't be happening. But we just thought
no park runs just yet.
No, we thought it'd be quite a fun thing to do, though. And yeah, I'm definitely not in shape at all. It's quite amazing how
you look great.
Having them. Thank you. I've been.
You look amazing.
Thank you. It's definitely.
Have you polished your head?
I think someone said earlier. You've
had a trim.
Where's this comment here?
I think was it Mark?
No, I think the comment. I think it should have been T cut. Don't want to be a pain, but I think it's T cut is what you're looking for there. But that's okay. If you want to look at the car videos. Dive into the archives of Sir Chris, that running guy, who's got many a car video, and
is there any T-cut on there?
There is one video on how to clean your EGR valve that's had 300,000 views. It gets like stupid, like 250 views a day.
What is an EGR valve, may I ask?
It's exhaust circulation something. I don't know. What is
regulator?
EGR. So exhaust gas recirculator.
Gas recirculator. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, I did a video on this because I fixed my father-in-law's car at the time, and it's got loads of views. It's my most viewed video.
It's funny you should mention that because that's actually part of the new McDonald's advert on the radio. Don't know if you've heard it.
Yes,
it's about the £99 saver. Yeah.
Yes, have you cleaned your job?
Yeah, there you go. So you've heard it.
Yeah.
What are the chances of that?
Yeah, so I've got loads of. I started on YouTube as just adding tips on cars and then phones and stuff. How to, your mic's not working, get a bit of dust in there, put your pin in. And then videos do miles better than my running ones.
So maybe when you run around London, you can stop and fix someone's car, fix someone's bike, change a rhino's hoof.
It is. I do that. When I'm on a run, I stop and help people with cars and things like that. I think I've changed a wheel before. I've stopped and helped people.
Set your camera up. You're missing views here. See my run, that running guy.
And the other day, right, so I was going to...
Oh, God, here we go, is the story.
No, I was going to Parkrun.
Hold tight.
I saw an albino squirrel, a pure white squirrel. That could have got some views. That could have done serious well, you know. Or there's quite a few McLarens I see with the old camouflage on.
Well, how do you see them then if they've got camouflage?
Like the limited ones are the ones that are prototypes.
Yeah, because McLaren's only down the road from me, so I see quite a few of them. Anyway, we're getting back to the marathon. I do have one question. The New York Marathon, have you paid to get the medal?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
What is your view on the London Marathon that if you're doing the virtual, you get the finishing T-shirt and you get the exact medal? What's your view on that?
Does that mean they ordered too many?
No, that was it. So if you pay them the money and you do it virtually, you get exactly the same medal and you get exactly the same T-shirt. No, I'm up in the air on that. I think if you're doing it,
I think they need to distinguish it a little bit. I can understand why they did it for a cost point of view, because designing and making two different medals is probably going to be a faff, rather than going to a wholesaler and going, look, I want 70,000 of these. Yeah. Make them. But I think maybe they could have just done a different ribbon on it.
It kind of, for me, it just devalues it a little bit. That's all.
But at the end of the day, I think the T-shirt and the medal look shite. So I personally do not like the designs of either. So I probably won't be wearing the finisher shirt, and the medal's probably either going to go up there or in the bin. So
or in eBay.
I hope the T-shirt fit, because people have been saying they're coming up small. So,
I saw that Fordy said it was coming up small, didn't he?
Yeah, but I suppose
what was coming up small?
No, but then it becomes down to, you really think you're a medium, or are you a medium? You know, that sort of scenario. Oh, I used to be a medium. You know, because what are you? You must be large down there. Us two must be medium.
I'm large.
Yeah,
you're one of the shortest people I've ever met.
With incredibly tiny little feet.
Yeah, you're still in the kids' feet, which is really good, actually. It's good that you can share it with your sons. That's great that you can share shoes.
Yeah.
I know, but to be honest, I can't see how you're going to run London in them, because I know you buy shoes that are too big for you, so you look like you've got normal size feet.
Yeah. So what's wrong with that?
So what shoe choice have you gone for? Because I haven't actually asked you this. What did you go for in the end?
Well, you clearly haven't watched my video, have you?
Clifton 8. Clifton 8.
See, Dan knows. He wins. You can have the medal, mate.
I like it. I like that medal.
So the reason I don't know, the reason I can't remember is because Dan, we're on a WhatsApp group, and the amount of trainers that we get sent through on a kind of in a week, 5 or 6? Look at this one. What about this one?
Yeah,
there's new, isn't there?
The new Nike ones come out. Some nice little numbers come out recently.
Yeah, there's Zoom Fly 4. I was tempted to that, but apparently it's a bit.
No, what is it? Is it the Streak? Was it the something Streak? The new one that's coming out. That's meant to be like
the Pegasus Turbo, wasn't it?
Yeah, that looks nice.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to learn a lesson. I'm just going to wear stuff that's comfortable, old shorts. Obviously, I'm going to wear this one. I've got a new one they sent me, but you have to wash these tops, because otherwise them nipples are not going to be there at the end. And just wear trainers that I've run in before. Because what's the point in risking it? You know, normal socks. I'm taking a gamble because I'm not running in the Pringles.
I'm absolutely devastated.
Street fly.
As you know, Chris, I barely have time to watch your video in full. I often, watch it for a minute, leave a comment, pretend I've watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I know.
I made an effort and I waited, didn't skip past it. You got to the socks and I thought, here we go, Pringles. And you said Simpsons, and I just thought, you've got to be kidding me. The old faithfuls. Pringles. I've been given a good old one of those. Yeah,
well, I've actually gone with the colour, because the Simpson socks are actually the same colour. I've actually washed them now, because I was horrified when I looked back at the video how dirty they were. It was almost like I got them out of the wash bin, you know what I mean? And so I'm going with them, but I'm not sure if I might wear short ones, because they'll make my legs a bit longer. So I'm not sure on that.
Well, that's good to know. I think you should definitely do a controversial clickbait video. Should runners use running socks.
I probably am the only person that's run a 50k in Pringles socks.
Yeah, no doubt.
You are.
And you two were like shocked. You were like, "What? You're not wearing running socks?" And I'm like, "No, Pegasus 37s, Pringles socks, sweets."
And what happened? That was perfect, wasn't it? And the following days, weeks that passed, you were feeling
great,
good.
on top of the world.
I don't think the socks made the difference, to be fair. I think it was the lack of endurance, the lack of training, because the belief was there. You know what I mean? The belief, the will.
Onwards and upwards, mate.
The point where I ran ahead to put the camera down and you lot hid.
Yeah.
But honestly,
I need to start with.
if only you could have just been us in that moment where you ran ahead and we both looked at each other and just said, "What is he doing?
Yeah.
What is he doing?" Lap 1, and this guy's race off ahead.
What about the hill? That massive hill that was like that, and I done hill sprints up it.
Foolish.
And
So
then
foolish.
And then Ben had my camera, and I think you said something to my camera as well. You went, "What a fool," or something. I can't remember what you said. You could have said all sorts, but I think
I don't know if it was that polite.
Yeah, I think it was. I think you went, "What a fool."
What a tool.
But the good news is, though, mentally, there was a marathon distance that you hadn't actually achieved. And now you know the distances, you can actually do the distance, regardless of whether it was a struggle. So then race day is just about pacing, isn't it?
To be honest, when I went on the 20 miler, so my longest training run was 18 miles, and then my longest run was 20 miles and a half a mile, because we wanted to go slightly over the 20 miles. It was really weird. When I got to 18 miles and I thought to myself, this is the longest I've run, all of a sudden then my legs got heavy and I found myself going down a bit. So it is that mental kind of struggle that when you physically say to yourself, this is the furthest I've run, your body goes, oh.
Yeah. I'll try and do it the other way. Instead of thinking about what I've just done, I'm trying to think about how far I've got to go.
No, that's even worse.
That's terrible tactic.
No. Because me personally, I always think, right, I want to survive this.
Yeah.
So I need to do this I need to do this to get this.
No, I've been on a training run.
Set goals, mate. Set
goals.
I've done
10 miles at goal pace, and then I finished and I thought, yeah, I've got quite good there. Only 16 miles to go.
I don't think many people start off and go, great.
But you don't do it from the start. You don't do it across the starting barrier, or here we go, right, 26.2. Yeah. I'm talking sort of like the last closing moments, sort of like the last 6 miles.
Yeah, well, I watched a video yesterday on YouTube. I was just hunting around for kind of marathon stuff, and there was a guy that had trained a month for a marathon. He was quite a fit lad. Filmed it, running around with his camera or his phone. Got to 26 miles, and then his body gave way. The last 300 meters, he was like, that kind of swaying. He dragged himself across the line. It was in a wheelchair on the line, and that had to take him. But he was nearly unconscious, but he was still filming himself.
Good man.
So it just shows, though, that you just don't know, do you?
It's all for the gram.
What we have to remember is, on the marathon day, that will not be the longest you've run. So you don't have to worry about that mental barrier, because you've actually run further.
Yeah.
So that's not a factor for you. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Another tip, if anyone's running for pace, is to write down the times of your 5K, your 10K, your 10 miles, your half marathon, because apparently GPS doesn't work great in London.
Yeah, you're going to get to Canary Wharf, it's going to be crap, isn't it?
And we all know that people can track us, which are on our own websites or on our own sites. We'll put down our numbers, etc. On the app is linked to your phone, so you can do GPS on your phone, and people can track you live, and it will give you your live splits of your 5K, your 10K, and all the various miles if you've looked at. But what's the chance of the GPS going down on your phone? Pretty high?
I wouldn't have thought. I think your phone will probably be all right, because it uses cellular as well, doesn't it? It's not just reliant on. It's not like your watch.
Oh, I suppose so. So, are you guys taking music? Well, not you guys.
Well, I'm not going, so I probably won't be actually. But yeah,
I was planning on running maybe with a sort of a steel drum, sort of around, just giving it one of them.
I think maracas would suit you.
Yeah, with the poncho sombrero combo.
I was always good at the triangle at school, so maybe I should just go with that.
Yeah, you look like a triangle player. Yeah, Don't put your wrist out.
No, actually, I'll use this one. It's stronger.
Take the strong hand.
We've got a question there from Mark. I think it's only really applicable to Ben. Ben, what time are you going for?
I would like 3:50. That's what I've paced in training for.
Yeah.
But if I can get sub 4, I've all smiles really at the end of the day.
I reckon you're going to surprise yourself. I reckon you can go for sub 3:45 easy.
Hang on. Garmin is telling me.
Yeah.
I'm a race predictor.
Oh, Garmin. What are they telling you?
Garmin's telling me 3:24.
Okay. Right. So you two can talk while I go through my watch and tell you what Garmin's telling me, because it's
Garmin's probably telling you 1 hour 50 or something, isn't it?
it's the biggest load of rubbish ever. You know, you kind of look at these things, and I remember because they're all based on your 5K time, aren't they?
Who has the beep on?
I have the beep on.
Turn it off. Come on.
Sorry, the live track's just started now. Right. So what
Oh,
we?
for goodness sake.
I've got to find it first.
Okay, we'll talk amongst ourselves.
It's under the VO2 max section.
My
Where I found mine.
Oh, God.
No. Anyway, go on. Just
So
ignore
Ben, so to run that, what is it? 5:20?
Yeah, I found it. Found it, guys.
oh, hang on.
One is 2:49.
Ooh, there you go. You wanted sub 3.
The 5K is about right. The 10K's out. The half marathon's way out. He said I can run a 1:21, so it's only 6 minutes better than my best.
Perfect. That's all right, mate. You need to. You're not pushing yourself hard enough.
No, so
Anyway.
I'm going to go with my Garmin and run a 2:49.
Yeah, do it. And if you don't,
So the reason I'm going for sub 3:10, which I probably need to run a 3:8, is I'm going for good for age, so I can get in next year. But then I've heard that's not guaranteed anyway. So what's the
because
point?
if everyone hits their times, then they're gonna.
It lowers it down. I think the other year it was 3:07:30, right, to get a good for age. So
Nice.
It's like people say if you've got an A goal, a B goal, a C goal. Well, I haven't got a seagull because that's a bird. Sorry, so I can resist that. Mine's just my A goal, or I'm just going to finish. That's it. I don't have B goal. You know, if I don't hit my time, I'd just be disappointed. As simple as that.
And will you apply again?
Probably not. I never race it ever again. Like the 50K, never running it ever again.
You can get.
What does that mean? Does that include any marathon ever? Now you've done London, because you always said London's the one, and this is going to be it now.
Now, if I can get sub 3:10 with the little training that I've done, then I will definitely do it again. Because I think if with training, I could run, obviously, well, hopefully run quicker.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll see how we go. I'm going to go sensible. I'm going to go off easy at my pace, unlike the 4 other races. I've only ever done 4 races before. I always go off too fast and then just blow myself up.
Just have this in your mind. I'm behind you.
Yeah,
I'm coming for you.
Yeah,
I will be behind you at some point. There's a
but
10-minute. You've got a 10-minute lead on me, so you better be moving at pace.
But that could work both ways. I could slow down because I think, Ben's coming. No.
Pardon?
Or I could run too fast and then just blow up. So
yeah, and then I will be hunting you down. So don't blow up. Whatever you do,
no,
don't give up. Just keep moving forwards.
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah. But if you was to catch me on the last 100 yards, then I could pretend to be swaying and stuff, and then you could help me over the line.
I think you'd have to at that point just to maybe get some sort of dignity, because if I pass you, that's just embarrassing.
It could be massive for both our channels, couldn't it? Because there'd be pictures of you, let's say some older looking guy helping another old guy, and I'll have this on, so I'll obviously get some publicity.
That'd look good on BBC.
Yeah, and then just say, this Ben Notley guy, but he's running with this YouTube. Who's
and
running
next year? They'll put the picture out, and you can put a comment saying, "Oh, I remember this day like it was yesterday." And you can put it as a profile picture and really milk it to death.
Yeah, it'll just keep popping up on all the promotional stuff for the next 10 to 15 years.
Hey, can I tell you something? You know, people say about me being an influencer. How about this? So today, now this actually is not on my main Instagram account. You'll be surprised to learn I have a private Instagram account, which I barely use. Yes.
You haven't told me about this?
Well, this is a revelation. So today I'm walking along minding my own business and I look on Instagram and suddenly I've been tagged by this crisp baked goods company. And
Oh.
they've used a quote of mine in their promotion and they've tagged it. And I thought, that's really weird.
Right.
So being an influencer that I am, I responded with, thanks for using my quote. As I'm now an ambassador for your company, I would like a box of your baked goods and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I got a response saying, check your DMs. When's the DMs? We'd love to send you a box of goodies. Please.
No.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well done, mate.
So where was your quote? Your quote was in your private Instagram.
So I think I commented on one of their posts with, I don't know, a sentence saying something. And they've used that months later, because I don't use my other account, months later, as part of their promotion. And it said, like, you know, we couldn't agree with you more, Dan.
Right.
I thought, well, hang on. Yeah, I'm not getting that for free. That came out of these lips.
So you want some royalties, is what you want, yeah.
Yeah. So so just thought I'd let you know that, you know, being an
That's
influencer, it does pay. It does pay
So-
very well.
You're not running anymore and you're just going to pile on the pounds by eating loads of crisps.
Yes, giving up running. I'm just going to do YouTube videos. What I'm actually going to do is,
Mukbangs.
yes, I'm going to buy shoes, do unboxing, and immediately return, because it's 30
Yeah.
for free returns, isn't it? And as I don't have the funds to actually keep the shoes, I'll just keep a constant flow of the latest and greatest coming in. They won't even fit me. Doesn't
Smart
matter. I'm
move.
not running in them.
What about
Smart.
maybe
Using-
moving to sportswear for babies?
Mm.
Ooh, that
And
wouldn't fit me
trainers.
either.
Trainers for babies, like baby Nikes.
Yeah, but I do those reviews.
Oh yeah, because you are wearing
My tiny feet.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You do.
And you do look like a bit like a baby.
That's my niche.
Oh look, my watch is beeping again. I have to take this noise off, don't it? It says I'm going into power save.
Who has that?
Everyone does the beep.
Just put it in the comments. Who has the beep on their watch? Like, that's one of the things, you just turn it straight off.
No, right. The reason for the beep is that when you go through the mile or the kilometre, if you do that, it beeps and you can look at your watch.
Or mine just buzzes when I can watch anyway.
Yeah.
Or just use a big sign that's next to you when you run past it.
But did you know, Chris, you can have, if you go on your phone, you can turn audio. Well, I don't know if your watch has it, but you can turn the audio things on. So when you have your headphones on, it will tell you the distance and your split in your head.
Mine is the Garmin 235, which I have
Is
to
wind up.
It can actually control my music though, so it may
Well,
be.
there you go. Just have a look on the Connect settings. If there's, I think it's called audio prompts or something, turn that on, and the lovely lady speaks to you in your ears and tells you how fast you're going and how far you've run.
Oh, that sounds
So
interesting.
there, it's a game changer. It really is.
Yeah, well, I'll be listening to music, so anyone cheering me on, I won't be able to hear them anyway because I'll have the tunes back banging.
You won't be able to hear me coming up behind you. Onwards and upwards, mate.
Yeah, well, that's why I got it on because that's haunted me for the probably for the rest of my days.
I'm so glad I rewatched that video.
Are you going to wear that t-shirt on race day, Ben?
This, I might. What do you think?
It'd probably be a bit see-through in the rain, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it might get a bit see-through. Yeah,
That's
all right. I've got the muscular physique for it. So that's fine.
It's a pretty exclusive number you've got there. It's going to be one of one, but it will be one of two.
One of two.
One of two that exist of that t-shirt. Yeah, well, cool.
Is that it?
I think we were going to keep it nice and short and
We
sweet.
were. So
Because-
yeah.
Because I've got to go and eat pasta now. I've got
Eat
to just
pasta.
eat pasta. Got to carb myself up. Got to drink loads of fluids.
Excellent.
One more run before London, I think.
Lovely. When's that? Tomorrow, Friday?
Maybe two. I'm going to run on Saturday. Just do 2 miles with some.
Ooh. I'll tell you. Why don't you throw it in there? Why don't you do a really fast park run?
Yeah. That could be a good
Go
thing.
on, spice it up a little bit.
And I run a park run PB and run a marathon the next
Yeah,
day.
15-minute park run followed by a marathon.
Yeah, that could get some views, couldn't it?
Yeah, could do.
Or
Could
just
also
do a
put
really
you out.
fast park run in your mouth.
Could also put you out of running for 2 months.
It could do, yeah. Yeah, no, I could go for my park run record in the marathon. So just go for PBs at general points. Just say, look, I'm going to go for a 5K now.
But the
Then
last
I'm gonna go for a
5K,
10K.
the
Then I go
final
for a
5K.
10K. Yeah, it's worth a go. So obviously the elites. I looked at the elites. There's no Kipchoge this year. There's no Mo Farah.
Who?
It's Mo. I think
He's just fell into obscurity, isn't he? He's just advertising toothbrushes now.
I just can't believe that he played the charity football match and literally was on for about a minute and he's fractured his foot.
I can.
He was on for about a minute.
Yeah, but he's so thin. He's frail.
If you're still running and you're quite sly, you shouldn't be going on a football field with amateurs.
Could you imagine if it was rugby? Christ.
No,
He'd crash. It'd be like Ryvita, crumbling.
Some of them, you know what I mean? I just think it was a silly mistake, really.
Oh, shout out to Jenny.
Thanks
very much. Oh, what a diamond. Hopefully I'll get to meet you guys on Sunday for playing my cards right. That'd be the highlight of my day.
Maybe.
They'll be cheering Ben on.
Yeah.
Well, it depends whether they've got enough time to hang around because obviously they got to get to the different points because obviously I'm going to be that far ahead of you. So
traveling at pace.
Yeah. But at least I've got you down on my app. So when you finish, I'll be able to wait for you and watch you finish.
Yeah. Or not. Going, oh, crikey, he's going to be another couple of hours here, guys. It's not worth waiting. Come on. It's raining. Let's go.
What comes out to it, as long as you're within 20 minutes of me finishing, otherwise I'm going to go home, aren't I?
If I'm within 20 minutes of you finishing, I would be on for an absolutely blazing time.
I reckon within 30 minutes, within the 30 minutes, you're going to be behind me. But there again, you're starting, what, 5 minutes after me?
10.
Well, mine's 9:37, worst case scenario.
Yeah, I'm 9:46 then, I think is the wave starts.
Okay, so it's not right. But there again, you're with runners. I'm with rhinos, pillar boxes, Big Bens. I'm with all the people dressed up. I'm losing my. Sorry, got a bit of a sore throat.
Oh, that's it. Can it?
Ben,
no more London.
What's your number, Ben, for people to?
It is 8548.
8548. Is that it? That's quite a small number.
Oh, I knew you was
well, that's because I'm near the front. I'm near the elites, mate. I'm telling you.
I thought you were like
4 digits.
What are you, Chris? You're 800 something.
I think 840, but I'm going to double check that.
Okay, because then I'll put a little banner up. If anybody wants to download the London Marathon app, you can track them. I'm sure they'll put it on their social medias.
Jenny and John are just lovely people, aren't they, really?
Thanks,
ready, guys. Chris? I really appreciate the support. I feel confident now. I know I can do it. Come on, Will.
Do you know, I can't even find it. We've had so many messages going from to that. I think it's 840.
Thanks, Catherine. Appreciate the support.
It's not 840.
No, it's not.
There's no way.
3840. So 308.40.
384. I mean, this is seamless, isn't it? I should
30,080.
There you go.
30,840.
It's almost your age, isn't it, as well?
You know what I mean? My number. So, yeah. So I'm gonna be. I was kind of. I must have been one of the last people. Obviously, there's only 19 odd thousand behind me that registered after me. That's quite a low number, Ben.
It is. That's what I'm saying. The elites. I got up there. You know,
I'm basically.
Yeah. Isn't it? Because all the semi-elites, the blue starts like there, and then the green starts like parallel to it.
What about the yellow?
Sort of converge quite start. I think it's behind the red, but I think they sort of follow on from the red. And
at 3 miles,
the pen's further up.
And at 3 miles, we all kind of
converge, join as one. We run together. Isn't that the tagline?
I was going to say come together, but no.
It is, no, that's something else. But yeah, we run together, I think, is the tagline for the whole race, isn't it?
So my thoughts were, run as quick as you can for the first 3 miles, so then you're ahead of the crowds. It's a bit like, when you leave work early and you've got to get to the M25, you just gun it as quick as you can, just so you can get on the M25 before the rest of them. That's one of my plans.
You have to queue up on the slip road.
Yeah. We do like traffic lights, we have to wait for the flow. You have to give way to the right.
Yeah. Oh, you'll be giving way to me then, probably, won't you? Because I will be on the right, and I'll be going onwards and upwards.
Because you're the elite.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I probably get my own lane for us charity, fun runners. That sort of lane.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Who's Elaine?
That was rubbish.
That was terrible, Ben.
All right, wrap it up. Come on.
Wrap up. So, well, both of you, obviously, best of luck. And you have earned it. You've trained for it. And whatever happens on the day, be proud of yourselves. We're really proud of you. And you just deserve every success. So track these two gents, follow their social medias, and then look out for some phenomenal race vlogs afterwards.
Well, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Well, thanks everyone for joining as well. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
It's good to do this again.
We could do a catch up, couldn't we, afterwards?
Yeah.
We could. I'll probably be broke, so I'll probably be in bed somewhere.
Well, I could do it from the bed. Look, it's right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do like the pose you did before we was on air.
I could lie there because I'll probably have my leg up in like a cast or something because I've shattered my shins again.
Yeah, that is more than likely. And then next year, I don't know.
Right, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you got the podcast, thanks for listening. And we'll see you all soon.
If you listen to the podcast, I'm sorry that you wasted an hour of your life.
Yeah, but you might well be at whatever mile in the race. So keep on running, onwards and backwards,
and upwards,
backwards and downwards. See ya.
Ciao.
Bye.